Thank you for your support and for watching avivTarot. This is a general pick-a-card reading. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. Not everything will apply. My readings are meant to be constructive and not destructive. I give readings to empower you. I will be honest in what I see and will not give you false hopes or empty promises in order to keep you happy. I will be compassionate and sensitive to your feelings and will not judge or condemn. Energies are ever-changing. You are still the master of your own destiny. Hello everyone, thank you for watching avivTarot. I know I haven't done an English one for so long. I think the last one was like last week on Tuesday or something. I've been super busy, so everything's like been pushed back. I had to find time to do the tarot videos. Anyways, today we are going to take a look at love life. It's specifically for singles or people who have like a crush or maybe in a situationship or some sort. So you're not really in a relationship yet, right? So it's for people who are not in a relationship yet and you're looking to see when will you find your potential partner, you know, your potential love, etc. And so how you pick today's cards is that 1, 2, 3, 4 is we're going to take a look at the kind of relationship that you like and also would be good for you. Okay, the kind of relationships that would be a good match for you, or the kind of relationship that you would enjoy, and then also what your potential partner, like the main characteristic of your potential partner. And then down here, the 5, 6, 7, 8, we are going to take a look at when you will be able to either meet this person or maybe have your relationship move towards the next level. So it's actually divided up into 2 parts. I will have the timeline. These will be 5, 6, 7, 8 will only be looking at the timeline, and then you can choose 1, 2, 3, 4 to see which kind of relationship would be good for you. Okay, I hope I explained it clear. So you choose 1 or maybe 2 from the 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you choose 1 or 2 from the bottom. I would say 1, but if you feel compelled to choose 2, why not? Listen to both of them. All right, so that's what it is. And so I will start with pile number 1. If you need more time, you can pause the video. Timestamps are going to be in the description box below as well as in the message box. Okay, so if you chose pile number 1, let's zoom in a little bit. This is the card that you chose. It's the stars, okay? It's the stars card. And so what that means is that the kind of relationship that you enjoy, or that would be a good, the kind of like relationship style that you would like, or that would be a good match for you, is that for the star is more about like technology or long distance. So you actually prefer to have like a little bit of freedom, like to have a little bit of distance, so that you're not like 24/7 you guys are together. The stars, I would say, also it has a little bit of that traveling thing in it, but if you have the world card or something like that, then I would definitely be like, oh, you guys will travel together. But the stars has a little bit of that, but it's more because maybe you guys live in different countries, so you don't get to see each other very often. You maybe will make like schedules to go visit each other. It doesn't have to be different countries, but different cities, so you don't get to see the person that much, and you kind of enjoy that. You like that, to have a little bit of distance, and so that every time you see each other, it's like lovey-dovey, right? Passionate. Another thing about the stars, that everything I said might not everything will like resonate. Okay, take it however it resonates for you. So another possibility for the stars is that most likely a lot of the people that like within your social circle, you don't really like them, or you kind of exhausted all of the people in your social circle. So like none of the people that in your like immediate circle, you don't like any of those people. And so like you probably resort more online or like technology type of ways of meeting someone. So the stars could also be that you kind of like online dating, online apps. That's the kind of like relationship, or not the relationship, but that's how you would actually meet someone. Like you enjoy meeting strangers and finding out about people. Like, some people are kind of scared about that, but you guys are kind of adventurous and you like meeting different people. And like I said, and meeting people from different countries, you kind of like that exploring around, and you don't mind like very extraordinary type of relationship, something really out there, very different from people, very different and unique relationship style. That's the kind of like relationship you enjoy and you would probably like. And so let's take a look at what else the card says. We have the 8 of Gems. Yeah, see, you do kind of focus more about your work. You're almost like, I would say you're almost like a workaholic in some ways, but it's not really the Devil's card where that gives me a heavy workaholic energy. But 8 of Gems is about perfectionist, and it's always about fixing something, right? And it's a coins card, so it is about work and money. So you are maybe a little obsessed about making money or reaching for some sort of a status at work or socially. And that's why like you don't really put that much time into building a relationship. That's why you like this kind of having a little bit of distance, so that when you would actually allocate a specific time to meet this person, and instead of constantly being next to each other and seeing each other all the time, you kind of just don't like that. You rather spend most of your time like working and making money. And so having someone who's more independent, who is not close by, it's better for you. You enjoy that a little bit better, so that they're not like a distraction to you sometimes. Okay, so let's take a look at the kind of like the main characteristic of your potential partner. Okay, or if you are in a relationship, then maybe you can skip this. We'll pick out 3 different cards since it's a general reading. So the 3 characteristics, or 3 main characteristics, not all of them will resonate, so take it however it resonates. So we'll take a look at the main characteristics of your potential partner or love interest. So one more. Okay, we have the Empress, the 6 of Roses, and then the Princess of Gems. All right, the Princess of Gems is the Page of Coins, and then we have the 6 of Roses. That's a victory. Again, this is very, this is what your person is like, which kind of matches you. I think your person is also very high up in status. They are some sort of a leader, or like they might not be like an owner of a company, but they're definitely have a pretty high status, like a manager or supervisor or CEO, VP, or some sort of something like that, right? And also with the 6 of Roses, it's the 6 of Wands card. This person might be a public figure. This person might be known. They might yeah, they're a public figure, or so, like they're very well known. It does not have to be like, you know, well known worldwide, but maybe in their community, this person is kind of famous. Everybody knows this person, or this person has a really high status, so everybody knows about this person. And then again, the Empress card is about that too, because it's the Queen card, right? So these two combined, I do think this person has a really high status, or well known by either a small group or large group. Take it how it resonates. And then also this person might be very, very creative. Over here we have the Empress. So this person might be very creative. They might be an artist. So well-known artist. So this person could be some sort of a celebrity, public figure, like I said, artist, singer, whatever it is, writer. So something that deals with like creativity, filmmaker, something like that, photographer. So like a public, well-known person. This person is very, very loving. The Empress, right? It's the Venus card. So this person, I don't want to say that they're a player or anything, but they could give off that vibe because they're very artsy in a way. Okay. And then over here we have the Princess of Gems, which is the Page of Coins, and it is about work. It's very hard work. This person is very, very hard working. And so I think this person matches your energy quite well, because like I said, you like to work. You like to put a lot of your focus in work. And this person is kind of similar like that too. So you guys would be a really good match, because you guys are not like constantly needing to be with each other. You guys are quite focused in your own work, and then the long distance relationship works for both of you. And the stars is also like that high status type of energy too. Like you do like people with a higher status with, so it might not necessarily mean like long distance relationship, but it means that this person needs to be really good at like what they do, or have a certain type of status or reputation, right? Over here we have that over here as well. So this person, I would definitely say, is very reputable, well-known, public figure, maybe even a celebrity of some sort. They're also very focused in their own work, very hardworking, always a student, even though they could be a CEO, like I said, a company, public figure, like quite up there, high status, but they are very studious, very knowledgeable. They love to study. They're very humble. I would also say that they're very humble as well. That they always feel like they need to learn more. And not very egoistic or like narcissist or something like that, not at all. So that is why the main characteristic that is coming out with these three cards. So that's what I see for pile number 1. And if you want to find out when you will be able to meet this person, then choose between 5, 6, 7, and 8, right? Choose any of those numbers and to see when you might be able to meet this person. Or if you know somebody like this in your life right now, then maybe when you will be able to get to know this person a little bit more, or move your relationship to the next level. All right, so if you have anything you would like to share with me, you can leave it in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel and my video, and turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. All right. So if you chose pile number 2, and we have the Empress card right here. Okay. So for pile number 2, you are the kind of like relationship that you enjoy, or that would be or that the kind of relationship that you should pursue is somebody who's very, very loving. Someone who is very loving. Someone who is kind of, I don't want to say they're like romantic, but you do like that, like the romance of things, but it's not like unpractical. You like it's because this is the Empress card, right? So it's still like you can it's still practical. So it's not something like out there where you do things like just to be romantic, right? It's like little things that happens in everyday life that makes you feel like, oh my God, this person is so romantic. Like you like somebody who's very, very caring, very, very gentle, that like actually observe what you need. And I would even say for some reason with the Empress card showing up, I would even say like you want someone to kind of know what you want to say or what you wanted to do before you even speak it. Like you like kind of a little bit that telepathic thing. And you'll be like, oh my God, you know me, you could read my mind, you know, that kind of thing. But you enjoy a relationship who's somebody who's like very, very caring, that tender, that kind of catering to your needs, very, very, very loving and nurturing. So you enjoy that type of relationship. Also, I would also say with the Empress card, you like a relationship where it's there is boundaries, meaning like you respect each other. It's very respectful. Like even if you guys could be very, very different, you respect each other. Like if you guys are different, you know, and you find something that'll work out for the both of you. Let's take let me draw another card to support this and see if there's any additional information. Besides the Empress, oh, also beauty. This is a card of beauty. So I would definitely say you really care about the appearance of somebody. Okay, so not necessarily this person have to be like the best looking person in the whole wide world, but for example, if they don't have the looks, you care about how they dress. So if they, you know, if they have really good taste in clothing, if they have if they take care of themselves. So you will not go for someone who is like always in sweatshirts and slippers, you know, or like flip-flops going outside and like the hair is always a mess. You can't handle that. You like somebody who is elegant, who is, I want to say like, I don't want to say like knowledgeable, but somebody who is yeah, I guess knowledgeable, like not necessarily like having really high grade or anything, or like having a certain degree, but this person needs to be well read. Nine of Wings, obsession, OCD. Okay. You like someone who is always thinking. I was just talking about like knowledge and stuff like that, and then we have the Nine of Wings. I mean, this card is about like depression and stuff like that, but what I get out of this, like the combination of this, is like you like somebody who like you enjoy a relationship which this person constantly challenges your thinking and thoughts. So that's why like you, because you're super smart, and so you like someone who is also very, very smart. You guys could be very, very different in like different fields or whatever, but this person will like challenge you and give you like different perspective and things, and you learn a lot from this person, or you learn from each other, right? And also, I would say with the Nine of Wings, you'll enjoy a relationship where this person shows their weaknesses. Like you show each other weaknesses, and that you do not show to any other people. So I would say like this is the kind of relationship that you enjoy, because you don't want people to know your weaknesses, right? And then, but you will show it to this person. Okay. So, all right. So now let's take a look at what is your, like, how should you go about, you know, finding someone like this? Okay. How do you go about, like, techniques that you should use in a relationship or something like that? Like, how you should go about your love life. Like, when you meet this person, how should you, what you should do, right? Okay. Two of Wings. Interesting. With the Two of Wings, it's about balance. It's about, you don't, I would even say that you actually want to, you're more of a passive type of person. So for you, it's interesting because what should you do to pursue a relationship? It's actually Two of Wings is inability to make a decision, inability to move, to make an action. So I would actually say it's better for you to be more passive and let the other person approach you, because you kind of, you enjoy that a little bit more, right? To have somebody pursue you, because you like someone who is very caring and very observant. So you enjoy being chased, being pursued. Okay. However, you have a tendency with the Two of Wings, I would say that you have a tendency to kind of not moving the relationship forward, because you have a hard time making decisions. Like, you enjoy the whole pursuit and you enjoy being like enjoy being the focus, the attention, the main focus of this person. And whether you're a guy or girl, you enjoy that kind of like attention. So you tend to not want to move the relationship forward because you like this kind of in-between stage, because you feel like this is like the best stage to be in. So you tend to not want to define the relationship and kind of like leave it kind of vague. So I would say that it's okay to do that at the beginning, but if you keep doing that, your person might give up or feel hurt or think you're playing games or something like that, and they, I don't know if you will be able to keep them, right? Because they are very sensitive, because we have the Empress and the Nine of Wings. They're very, very sensitive to a lot of things. And so if you keep like not define the relationship and let them know what you guys are, then this person will feel like hurt, or like if you are just using them or what it is, they're going to be quite sensitive about that. And so after a while, they might retreat and kind of back away and stop giving as much, because they want to protect themselves a little bit. Okay, so you want to watch out for that. And so now, what is the potential? Three, like the main characteristics of your potential partner. Okay, what is the main characteristics of your potential partner? The main characteristics of your potential partner. We'll draw 3 cards, but not everything will, you know, this person might possess. So we'll see. So you just take it however it resonates for you. Okay, 3 of Jams. Wow, there's a lot of air signs and a lot of 3s. Look at that. We have 6 of Wings, we have 3 of Shells, and 3 of Jams. Most likely this person could be like a colleague of yours or a friend of yours. We have 2 look at all these threes, and then we have like three different three cards of the Swords card. So this is you have really heavy 3 energy, so it's kind of like divinely guided type of relationship. When you meet this person, you're going to feel like, oh my gosh, it's like meant to be. So this person most likely is going to be around your social circle, because over here we have the 3 of Shells, which is about friends. So your friends or a friend of a friend might introduce you to this person. Or the 3 of Gems could be also, this person could be somebody that you are working together on a project at work or at school, right? Or it could be a client. So like somebody you're working together on a particular project, or particular, like you work together, okay? You work together. And then over here it's also really interesting because we have the 6 of Wings right here, and then the 2 threes on the side. And when this happens, I actually see it more like it's a hidden trait of this person, where this person is also a very, very well balanced person. You won't find out until you get to know more about this person, but this person has a really like balanced characteristic. They don't like to go over or under. You know, no extremes. They don't go for the extremes. They like their life and to do a lot of things like in a very balanced way. And maybe this is why there's the balance card right here. They also think a lot. They're very, very calm. Over here we have the 6 of Wings. So that's what I'm saying. Like over here, I already felt it, where if you guys kind of don't define the relationship or give them the feel that you're kind of playing them or using them or some sort, even though you have no intention of doing that. But if you won't define, like I said, define the relationship, like you enjoy that vague, ambiguous moment in the relationship, if you enjoy that type of things, they're going to feel like, what are you trying to do? You know, are you trying to play the field? What are you trying to do? And that's when they will try to get, because the 6 of Wings is that they don't like conflict. They like things to go smooth. They like things to be calm and peaceful. And so so they will actually try to probably go away. That's what I'm saying. So again, they'll like fade out themselves because if you won't give them what they need, they'll be like, okay, well, I guess that's what, they don't want to waste your time. They don't want to waste their own time. So they will just go on to their next person or go find another person. So that's what it is. And you know what? This is kind of interesting also, because the 6 is a combination of 2 threes, and the 9 is a combination of 3 threes. We have a lot of 3, 6, and 9s over here. So that's a very, very divine. 3, 6, 9s are very divine numbers. So I definitely feel like this person also could be very spiritual, or they could be religious, but perhaps not, but definitely spiritual, and very balanced. Very loving, very nurturing. They enjoy working together with you on things. So you guys might not even like work together, but like once you guys get into a relationship or something, you guys are very good partners. You have very similar personality in some ways, and your relationship is almost very friend-like. You know what I mean? Like it's loving and stuff, but you can tell each other. It's as if it's like a best friend type of relationship. Like you can tell each other everything, and very comfortable type of relationship. At least this person will, if it's not you, then this person will give you that type of feeling, and so that you will be able to open up to them and tell them a lot of things. And they're just very, very calm. You probably will hardly ever see this person get really angry or like their emotions going all over the place. I think it's very rarely that would happen. Like I said, they're very, very balanced, very much in control of everything. All right, so that's what I see for pile number 2. And if you are wondering when you will be able to meet this person, then choose from the time cards, the 5, 6, 7, 8 card, to see when you will be able to meet this person, or when will you be able to move the relationship to the next level if you kind of have this person in your life right now. All right, so if you have anything you would like to share with me, you can leave it in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel and my video, and turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. All right, pile number 1. I just remember I forgot to actually give you another reading where like when I did pile number 2, I realized I never asked or tell you what can you do, right, to in order to find this person, or in order to move the relationship forward, right? So let me just give you that. So what should you do, or how should you approach your relationship so that it could be more successful? Like, what should you do? What kind of techniques? I'm not telling you to play games, but what kind of things can you do so that it could help you, get out of the singleness? How do you move the relationship forward? So we have this 7 of shells, but it came out in reverse. So the technique is, don't be okay, with the 7 of shells, it's kind of interesting because it's a daydreaming card, right? Or it's about choices. There's a lot of choices, a lot of options. It came out in reverse. So it's kind of interesting because this card is illusion, where the stars, it's not about illusion, but it's about, having a dream or some sort, right? And then this card comes out in reverse. So I would say that in order for you to move your relationship forward, or to be more successful with your relationship, like the things that you should do is, you don't want to be vague. You should because with the 7 of shells or 7 of cups, the tendency for you is it's about like not knowing what you want. So having this in reverse, I would definitely think that you want to figure out what it is that you really, really want. And because when you're kind of iffy and unsure, that's when you have all these, because the stars, I feel like it's also because the star is so far away, and like the target or the goal that you want, but it's sometimes you know how to reach for it, right? But sometimes it's such a far-fetched idea that it's a dream, right? It's kind of like this 7 of cups. So you want to make sure that you're more practical, you're more down to earth about the kind of person that you want to meet, or you want to be in a relationship with, because you tend to maybe also be a little bit dreamy about the kind of relationship you want to be in. I know like the card came out where this person is more of a public figure, or like somebody who's famous, and so like you do like that, but then at the same time sometimes you want to make sure that it's not so far-fetched. You want to have like a solid plan, so that it's not just a daydream of yours to be with someone like that. You actually know how to be there, how to get there. And also with the 7 of shells in reverse, I would say that know what you want, right? Sometimes I would say that you kind of, because over here we did say the star is like you like that distance. So sometimes you actually not that you play the field, but you kind of have a few different people that you are seeing at the same time. And so it's more like non-committal type of energy that you're giving off to people. And so for some people that might be okay, because over here again, the star, we talked about the technology, right? If you're using apps or online apps, and the Seven of Shells is talking about options, having way too many options. And so sometimes you think there are better options out there for you. So you're always constantly seeking for the better option. And so then you never really settle into that one option. And you're like, oh yeah, this person seems good, but maybe I can find another person that is better, right? So that non-committal or that mindset or frame of thought that there's something better out there, that kind of prevents you from committing into a relationship. And so that's why, like, I think the Seven of Shells is coming out in reverse, is that you don't want to have that mindset that there's a bunch of different options or there's a better options out there. There's always a better option. So once you find the person and everything seems to be pretty good and going well, then you should try to make this into a serious relationship. Because if you're always thinking there's something better out there, your relationship becomes very short. And because the star is Aquarius energy, and Aquarius is that Uranus planet, which is all about destruction and very like fast moving and destructive and eruptive and eccentric. So things sometimes, if you always think there's something better out there, you would actually, your relationship tends to be very short-lived. So you want to kind of, I don't mean that you should settle, but know what you want and don't have the mindset, oh, that there's better option, or that just keep swiping or something like that, or thinking that there's always something out there, or there's always another option, right? So okay, that's what I see for this is the additional tip for pile number 1, and I hope this helps. If you have anything you would like to share with me, you can leave it in the comment section below, and don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel under my video, and turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. All right, so for pile number 3, you got the Hangman. Okay, so the Hangman is the kind of relationship that you enjoy or you like, or that would be a good like a relationship style that would be good for you. Is this card is kind of interesting. This card is about I mean, it's a water sign card, but a lot of the times they associate this card with Pisces. So it's kind of dreamy in some ways, but it's more of that sacrificial energy of the Pisces, right? Sacrificing everything. But at the same time, this is also about seeing things from a different perspective. So you enjoy the kind of relationship where this person brings a different perspective into your life. So you want someone who is, this is also kind of interesting too, because this is kind of a very stalling energy, because this is a person being hung on tree, or I mean, in this card it's like the cow is being hung upside down by this person, but and it's being like sacrificed. So I think you tend to go for someone that is very slow, right? At moving things. You like to do things very, very slow. You like to take your time and really observe the person. You're very cautious. I think your relationship style is a very, very cautious type of relationship style. You don't commit right away. You like to observe and see if this person checks off a lot of your requirements for the relationship or what you're looking for in a partner. Again, you like someone who brings a different perspective into your life too. So of course you're trying to observe this person from all perspective. So I think you're very, very strict. It's kind of interesting because this card is a Pisces card, but I feel a very strong Virgo energy for some reason. Like you use a really strict standard to examine your potential love interest or partner. And so you tend to kind of hold off the relationship a little bit. You want to examine them. You want them to pass a lot of tests. You will test them. You will give, of course, you'll do it very strategically and so that they don't know it's a test, but you know it's a test. Like you will make them do certain things and see if they would do it, right? To see how much they like you, if they are willing to do certain things. And so sometimes you might even make like really ridiculous requests just to see how they react to it. Like not necessarily you want them to do it, not necessarily you want them to do it, but you tend to make certain requests just to see if they would do it. So that's the kind of relationship that you like. You're very, very cautious type. Or like I said, you like your relationship to move at a really slow pace. You don't like to move too fast. You like to really get to know each other before you and your person will, define the relationship, what have you, or be like, okay, we will now commit, or now that's move forward to this next level. Like you like to make things move really, really slow, and you do have like certain steps, certain ways, I would say, to that you need to check off before you approve, right, of this person. All right, so let's take a look at, otherwise also with this, that was one of the possibilities. There's another possibility with the Hangman, is that you tend to sacrifice a lot. We talked about the sacrificial energy. You tend to sacrifice also a lot. Like once you get to know this person, once they checked off a lot of these criteria that you're looking for in a person, that's when you're like, okay, I'm gonna commit and stuff like that. And then you tend to actually, now you start to the whole role is reversed. You start to sacrifice a lot for them. You start to do a lot of things for them, and you would give everything to this person, So that's the kind of like person you are, or the kind of like style of relationship you tend to fall into. Like you test this person. Once they pass a lot of tests, you start to like go like head over heels for this person, as in like you would do everything you can to make this person happy. You would go out of your way to and sacrifice a lot of things. You would give up a lot of things for this person. Or vice versa too. You want your person, like I said, you will also do a lot of tests for this person. You want to see if this person will give up a lot of things. So it's like both that energy, right? Because you will observe them, and then once they pass the test, you will start doing that. But at the same time, you want them to be like that for you as well. So that's the kind of love that you want. It's very, very, you feel like love is all about sacrificing, like what can you give up for me, and what can I give up for you? That's like the constant things that you think about when you are in love, right? So let's take a look at your the kind of things that you can do to move the relationship forward, or how can you, you know, get out of your singleness a little bit faster. Like little techniques that you can use. Not that I'm telling you to play games, but I'm saying like, what can you do? How can you do something to, how can you get, move your relationship? Okay, so let's take a look. We have Four of Gems. Yeah, possessiveness. I would say this Four of Gems card is about control, right? I would say for you is to let go of control. Over here we did talk about, you know, the handman energy, where you observe, you want everything to be in control, you like to make things very, very slow, you go about it slowly, you want to make sure this person checks off a lot of the things that you're looking for. So like very, very in control type of, like almost very, very OCD, right? So I would say with this card coming up, even though it's, because all of the cards actually are upright. So with this card, I would say that you probably want to let go a little bit. Let things happen. Let things flow a little instead of trying to control everything, right? Let a little surprise happen in your love life. So instead of planning everything out. I would definitely say that that's the main thing coming out with this card, is because when you're very, very much in control, like you get disappointed very often because you expect this person to be a certain way and this person didn't turn out to be the way it is, and you're like, oh, okay, and then so you start to deduct points for this person, right? So why don't you let go and let it flow and not have like as much of an expectation, and so that you can be surprised, like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that you are like this, and instead of like expecting this person to be a certain way and then they couldn't match to your expectation and feel very, very disappointed. And with that disappointment, you start to dislike this person more and more. Whereas if you let a little bit more surprise, let them surprise you a little bit more, and not be in control all the time, you'll be like, oh, okay. So you add more points to this person. Okay, so let's see. So now let's take a look at the potential characteristics of this person, or your love interest, potential love interest. Let's take a look at, well, I'll draw 3 cards. Not everything I say will match, or this, like, to this person, so take it how it resonates for you. But let's take a look at your potential partner, the main characteristics of this person, the most like noticeable characteristic of this person. Queen of Roses. Didn't I say I felt the Hermit energy, the Virgo energy? The Hermit card came out. Yeah, I think your potential partner actually is quite similar to you in some ways. You guys are complete opposite too. If this is the Handman, like Pisces card, then the Hermit Virgo is the 180 degrees to Pisces, right? So, but at the same time, there's a lot of similarities as well with the Virgo and Pisces. 8 of Wings, very indecisive, a lot of fear. So your person or your potential love interest has a lot of fear, that like self-inflicted fears. They're very insecure sometimes about things, but not that it's a bad thing. I think it's because of this Hermit energy where they're very, very, they're not necessarily an introvert, but they're very wise. I would say that they might be older than you, okay? If not, it just means that they're maybe more experienced than you. They experienced a lot of things in life. They're very, very wise, and they actually tend to like to maybe stay at home. They like to read. they like to learn about a lot of things. They could be very insecure, but I mean, because of their insecurity, they always feel like they're not good enough, they're not smart enough, or they're not whatever enough, that they strive to become more knowledgeable, more like better in various areas. So like I feel like because of their insecurity, it pushes them to strive for better things and always looking for like the truth. So I would also say they're quite honest. Over here we have the Queen of Roses, which is the Queen of Wands. So this person is also quite passionate as well. They're they're very passionate. They are a leader, definitely a leader. We have the Hermit and the Queen of Roses. So they are a leader of some sort. People look up to them. They are, like I said, they're very smart. So people maybe turn to them for advices. And they're very friendly with the Queen of Roses. Very, very friendly. Very, very easy to get along with. So with this, I would say they passed a lot of your tests, right? Because you're like, oh wow, this person is really wise. They're very, very smart. And at the same time, they're very friendly, easy to get along with. And like I said, their insecurity make them strive for better. I would also say they're very, very down to earth too. Again, very honest. They're always thinking. Maybe I also see this, like this person also always deep in thoughts. They're always look like they're thinking about something, like having like ideas about something, or like they're thinking. They always look like they're deep in thoughts, right? Thinking about things. I would also say they might even be a little philosophical sometimes. Yeah. So that would be like the main characteristic to this person. And so that's it for pile number 3. And if you want to find out when you will be able to meet this person, or when you will be able to get out of your singleness, then choose from 5, 6, 7, 8 and go and take a look at that timestamp. And if you have anything you would like to share with me, you can leave it in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel, enjoy my video, and turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. All right, so for pile number 4, you chose the Moon card. Okay. This is the Moon card. For you, the kind of relationship that you enjoy is very, very romantic. You like those like fireworks. I would even say sometimes very, very movie-like type of relationship. You love these grand gestures, flowers, that type of things. I mean, you're also really sensitive to a lot of things. So like you need a lot of your insecurity and your fear. You need the other person to always calm you, always giving you a lot of promises. You need a lot of confirmation that this person loves you, right? You might be the kind of person that always asks your person, like, do you love me? Or do you how important am I to you? Like there's a lot of insecurity, a lot of like fear that you have inside you, that you need a lot of confirmation from your person. And so you like these grand gestures to show like how important you are to them. You like that. And so you need a lot of these romantic things going on, and you like these you always love like presents. You're always imagine things also. Like you want your love life to be very, very movie like. very dramatic sometimes. You imagine a lot of things. A lot of times you have this imagination that you created and you hope your partner will be able to fulfill that. And I think you would get disappointed when they can't. But you'll let them know, actually. And also I definitely do feel like your relationship is, a lot of the times, it's like roller coaster ride. You and your partner, you and your love interest, potential love interest, you guys have a lot of, like, you might be like 1 minute you guys are like arguing heatedly, and the next thing you guys are like rolling onto bed, and like I said, very, very movie like. So a lot of things, like very, very extremes, but very, very passionate and romantic, and like things that you guys do, we most of the times we only see it in like the movies or something like that. Sometimes you get really, really like angry, you would do the craziest thing, and then the next thing you'll be like, oh no, I don't mean that, I'm so sorry. Like you beg for them to come back or something like that, or your person might do that to you, you know, vice versa. So like your relationship, you kind of enjoy this like very theatrical, dramatic moments. You feel like when that happens, like your person, or you beg for them to come back, or like you apologize because of something that you did, and then you have this like makeup session where it's like, oh, I'm so sorry, and then you buy them gifts or whatever, do them a lot of, I don't know, do these grand gestures and things like that. It's like, oh wow, you know. So that's the kind of relationship you like, and or you enjoy, right? Or you seek out for. Otherwise, you just feel like the kind of people that kind of just like sit at home, watch movies and stuff like that, or they talk about their day. You're just like, that's so boring, and you can't feel the love that way. So you need things to be really dramatic. You like things to be really dramatic. And if it's not dramatic, you will make it dramatic. So just so that you can feel it, right? So, so yeah. All right, so let's take a look at the kind of what should you do so that you can get out of singleness, and how you can speed up the process of meeting this person, or so that you can be in a more stable relationship, you know, etc., etc. So what can you do? Like little techniques that you can use, etc. I'm not saying that you should play games, but look at this. I told you, 2 of roses, King of roses, both of them are roses. It's the techniques that you're always like swinging the extremes. The King of roses, very, very passionate, right? This is the fire energy. Over here, we have the Pisces or Cancer or whatever. The moon, I related with Cancer, but this card is actually a Pisces card. Either way, it's a water sign. So it's fire and water. It's that extreme, right? Very passionate, very emotional, fire and water energy, which is the complete opposite. And then over here we have the 2 of roses. I actually feel like it's the opposite type of energy, right? And so King of roses is about like very, very passionate, very, very like I said, you are the group that will have like makeup sex or something like that, you know, or if you guys are arguing and then you just like push the other person and you start kissing them or something like that. You like that kind of like really dramatic movie-like thing. And with this is the technique that you should use, is also with the King of roses. I would say that you probably should be a little more, not that you should be aggressive, but sometimes you shouldn't mind taking the first step, right? Over here, because the King of roses is a very it's more of an aggressive energy, or because this is the motivator, right? Like go-getters. So I feel like for you, when you like someone, you actually would go, sometimes I would say, because over here with the moon thing, maybe sometimes you're a little bit passive, you're a little bit insecure to make the first move or something like that. But with the King of Roses, sometimes if you see someone that you really like, then maybe you should go and make the first move. Not that it's like super drastic, but you could be at least show interest to them so that they know that you're interested or something like that, right? So but one of the tips is that you can make the first move. And then the Two of Roses over here, it's all of the twos is about decisions and stuff like that. But this one in particular is also about timing a little bit, like waiting, being patient. So sometimes you are a little bit impatient. With the roses or the wands card, it's very fiery. So you could get very impatient sometimes. And I would actually feel like you want to be a little bit more patient. Once you did the first move for something, don't like jump the gun and just like, oh, if they didn't write back, that means they're not interested. Oh, so they didn't like me. And so like all of your insecurity and fear start to like, you know, talk, because like I said, you're very dramatic, and you get very emotional and sensitive with things. But sometimes learn to give it a little bit of time and not jump the gun and not like cross this person off right away. Try it a few times. If this person is kind of like cold, then you know for sure you get your answer. But maybe sometimes this person is busy with something, right? Or maybe maybe you didn't signal, you didn't let them know that like they didn't get the hint that you like them, right? You think you're being super obvious, but it's actually kind of subtle. So like you don't know. So be a little bit more patient. Sometimes don't like really jump the gun and start like worrying and start talking yourself out of the thing. So now let's take a look at the three major possible or characteristics of this person. Well, not necessarily three, but the main characteristic of this person. Will draw 3 cards. So the first one that jumped out is the Magician. The main characteristic of your potential love interest. The main characteristic of your potential love interest. The card is not coming out, so we're gonna just draw them. Oh wow, look at that. We have 2 major arcana cards. We have the Magician and the Sun. Oh my goodness. Over here we have the Moon, and then over here we have the Sun. So I think you guys, again, oh my gosh, we talked about the fire and water, right? The complete opposite. So the Sun and the Moon is the complementary, right? The water and the fire, I would say that's very complementary as well. So yeah, the Sun and the Moon complementary. So this person complements you very well, I would say. And this person is very sunny, very optimistic, very happy. Okay, this person will always secure you, give you a lot of like, when you feel down and insecure, they'll like pep talk you, encourage you, give you a lot of support. This is very supportive type of person. And also with the Magician card, this person turns impossible things to possible, right? So they can do anything. They're kind of like, to you, they're almost like, I don't know about to you, but with the Magician, I almost see it as like a Superman person. Like this person can do a lot of things that people cannot do, right? They're very good at I would say they're a go-getter as well. Just the combination of this, they're a go-getter. They would do a lot of things. They are, I would say, aggressive in some ways, you know. Once they decide what they want, they will definitely go get it, and they won't give up easily. And with the Magician card, they're very, very energetic as well, the Sun. The only thing with the Magician, sometimes this person is very, very good with their words, or they're just, they might be a very good sweet talker. They'll tell you a lot of like really sweet things. Even with the Sun card, they'll say a lot of like really sweet things, and I think that's what you want. That's what you want anyways, right? You like that. You need that. And so this person actually will be able to fulfill a lot of that for you. And the Magician card, but it's also, they're very good at observing things and seeing things. They're very, very, very smart. Their mind goes at like 100 miles an hour. And so like, sometimes I would say they could be very manipulative sometimes, because they know what you want, and so they would say certain things so that you would do things the way they wanted you to do. So, but you don't even know that, right? They're very good at hiding their intentions sometimes, but in general, they're very good, like good intentioned. Even if they're being manipulative, sometimes they're good intentioned. Because we have the Queen of Gems here as well. It's a nurturer card. I would say this person might be slightly older than you. If you guys could be the same age, but maybe this person might be a little bit older than you. If not, at least a little bit more experienced than you in a lot of ways, because of the Queen of Gems. Like, at least they're very, very caring, very, very nurturing. So they're like a caretaker, which is also what you need, because you like that. You want the person to kind of always support you. Like when you're going crazy, you want this person to be like, no, come on, don't do that, right? Kind of pull you back a little bit. But again, they're a complimentary person to you. Like, they compliment you really, really well. Go-getter, sweet, sunshiny, optimistic. I actually see this person, they have great smile. They have amazing smile. You will be very, very attracted to their smile. Like, I see this like white teeth, very shiny, bright type of person. Like bright as in bright and shiny, but also bright as in smart as well. All right, so that's what I see for pile number 4, your person. And if you want to know when you will be able to meet this person, or if you actually have somebody in your life right now that's kind of similar to this, like you want to know when you will be able to move your relationship to the next level, then hopefully you chose one of the cards from 5, 6, 7, 8 number, because that's about the timeline. So if you have anything you would like to share with me about this, then leave it in the comment section below, and don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel, enjoy my video, and turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Alrighty, so if you chose number 5, we have the Slave of Scepters. This is the Page of Wands, okay? This is the Page of Wands card. And so for Page of Wands, that's a very fiery energy, and we don't have a specific time for the pages. So that would be any of the season of, like, any of the fire sign seasons. And so for fire signs, that is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So I'll give you the dates for those. For Aries, that would be from March 21st to April 20th. If it's a Leo season, that would be the July 22nd to August 22nd. And then if it's Sagittarius, that would be the November 23rd to December 21st. And if you're watching this video as I upload them, and today is the 17th or so, and 17th, I think, yeah. So I think the soonest that you'll be able to see this person or move your relationship to the next level, that will be the Sagittarius time, right? Which is in November 23rd to December 21st. But depending, it is a timeless video, so whenever you find this video, you know, there is a possibility of, well, it could be like the Aries or the Leo, so whichever that comes the soonest, but it could also be any of these fire sign months. Okay, let's take a look at if there's any additional timing. You do have one card that flew out. We have the Two of Scepters. Again, that's another Two of Wands card. Two of Wands. That's another Wands card. So with the Wands, some people say the Wands card is days. Some people use it as weeks, but either way, it's super fast. So it could be 2 weeks or two weeks or 2 days. If it's 2 days, that's super, super fast. We do have the full moon coming up on the 21st if you're watching this video as I upload them. So definitely make some, you know, you can do some wish granting thing with the full moon, and that is the Chinese matchmaker, like the god of matchmaking. That's his birthday on this coming full moon on the 21st. So perfect time to do your little wish thing, right? So 2 days or 2 weeks or any of the fire sign months. Okay, so that's what I see for pile number 5. That's the date, the timing for you, for timing, yeah, that's the timing for you. And so if you have anything you would like to share with me, you can leave it in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel under my video, and turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. And don't forget to tell me, like, share with me your great news, you know, let me enjoy it. Let me share your happiness too. Right? And so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. All right, so for people that chose pile number 6, you got the beaming light, right? This is the beaming light, which is the sun card. This is the sun card, number 19. That's the Leo season, okay? This is the Leo season. We're in September. If you're watching this as I upload them, we're in September now, so we just passed the Leo season. Leo season is from July 22nd to August 22nd. So most likely it'll come up in the, if you're watching this, that will be like next year in July and August. But don't feel sad. We're gonna draw another card and see if there's any additional information. But primarily, this will be the most likely timing for you for pile number 6 is the Leo month. Okay, that's when you'll be able to meet this person or move your relationship to the next level. But we'll take a look at if there's any additional like timing or something like that. All right, we have the Nine of Cups. Okay, the Nine of Cups, the Cups card is about months. So 9 of Cups, that would be about 9 months. So it's a little bit shorter than this time, I would say, or is it around the same time? Yeah, it's a little bit shorter because we're in September. So October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. So next June-ish, or July and August, if you're watching this as I upload them. But if this is a timeless, so whenever you find this video, then that will be from that time plus 9 months. Or if you're close to the Leo season or Leo time, Leo month, then whichever that comes first, right? So that's what I see for pile number 6. That's the timing for you. If you have anything you would like to share with me, especially if you do find someone and you guys are moving on to the next level, totally share with me. I would love to, you know, share with me your happiness and let me cheer you on and support you as well. So yeah, you can leave it in the comment section below, and don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel under my video, and turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. All right, so for pile number 7, if you chose this card, this is the 4 of Swords. Sometimes the Swords card, the Swords and the Wands, sometimes it's flipped. So Swords, sometimes they say it's days, sometimes they say it's weeks. So 4 of Swords, I would say the fastest would be 4 days or 4 weeks. Okay, 4 days or 4 weeks. So that would be about a month or so, 4 weeks. So that's pretty fast, right? 4 days or 4 weeks. And then see if there's any additional messages. So in maybe 4 days or 4 weeks, you guys will be able to meet this person, or you know, or move your relationship to the next level, or whatever, or hear something, right, about your relationship. So if there's any additional timing for pile number 7, is there any additional timing for pile number 7? Doesn't want to come out. Two of Pentacles. Okay, so 4 of Swords, which is 4 weeks to 4 months. 4 weeks. Oh, sorry, no 4 months. 4 weeks or 4 days. 4 days or 4 weeks, up to 2 years. This is 2 of Pentacles. For some people that chose pile number 7, there could be a possibility of 2 years. But again, this is the primary card that you actually chose the card. I mean, chose the pile. So 4 weeks or 4 days. Yeah, 4 weeks or 4 days. But for a small percentage of you, that it might take up to 2 years. All right. So that's what I see for pile number 7, and I hope this give you a little bit of things to look forward to. If you actually do meet this person, don't forget to come back and let me know. Share with me your happiness, right? So I can support you and cheer you on as well. So leave that in the comment section below, and don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel under my video, and turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. All right, last but not least, we have pile number 8, and you chose 3 of Swords. This is the 3 of Swords card, and the Swords, again, sometimes some people say it's days, sometimes people say it's weeks, so I will take it both. It could be as short as 3 days, or it could be as long as 3 weeks. So I think you guys are the fastest group, 3 days to 3 weeks. Yeah, I think so. 3 days to 3 weeks. You guys are the fastest pile. All right. So you most likely will be able to meet this person in as short as 3 days and as long as 3 weeks. Well, let's see if there's any additional information or additional timing for pile number 8. All right. We have the Slave of Swords. That's another Swords card. So any of the air sign season, because the Slave of Swords, that would be a Page of Swords card. So it could be any of the fire sign, air sign season, and that would be Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. So any of those months. So I'll give you the dates for that. For Gemini, that would be May 21st to June 20th. May 21st to June 20th. And then Libra, that would be September 23rd to October 22nd. And that kind of matches this, because this is like within 3 weeks or so, because we are almost going into the Libra season, or Libra month. If you're watching this video as I upload them, so that this kind of overlaps a little. So like Libra time is very, very strong. But it is timeless. Like I said, my videos is timeless. And so whenever you find this video, it could be whichever air sign months that's coming up for you, and also 3 days or 3 weeks. So Libra, that would be September 23rd to October 22nd. And then Aquarius time, or Aquarius month, that would be January 20th to February 18th. January 20th to February 18th. So that will be the timing for you, pile number 8, and I hope this gives you a little bit of guidance. And if you actually do meet this person, or there's some good news that happens, don't forget to come back and share with me and leave it in the comment section below so that I could, cheer you on and stuff like that. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel under my video, and turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.